This is a window, and it rolls down like a good window should. This is also a window, but it does not roll down because it's a bad window. I lied, it does roll down. Oh my god. This window literally did not move for the last like 2 weeks. No matter what I tried. On this switch and on the other switch. Damn it. I literally just ordered a whole window regulator, you know, like the motor and the like the whole assembly. Well, it works. Damn it. That kind of ruins my plans for today's video. You know what? Screw it. We're going to replace it anyway, because I was already mentally ready to do that. We have 3 Phillips screws we need to take out. Here, and then 2 on the bottom. Now if you lift your door handle, there should be a T40 right there. And you can take your door handle off. 1 more Phillips right here. Take your door, lift up. 2 connectors to release here. Push in, pull out. Push in, pull out. Now you have your door panel off. 4 more Phillips screws here for the speaker. Pull those off. 2 10 mils right here for the latch. Now take your plastic tab here for the rod. Push it down like this, and you can pull it out. Now you need to pull your vapor barrier down. Just kind of push that to the side. Now before we continue, let's go ahead and tape our window up. We don't want it crashing down. You might want to take your switch back though. You might want to hook your window back up real quick so that we can lower the window just slightly. The reason we're going to do that, all the hardware we need, which is about right there. So now we have access to this nut here and the nut right in there. It'll be about that far down. Let's go ahead and get some tape. I would definitely say use masking tape, or if you have like some suction cups that you could just suction to the window and sit against the seal to hold it up. All right, that probably should be good. Maybe, possibly, probably not. Okay, that might be good. Maybe, possibly, almost. Let's go ahead and re-disconnect our switch. Now we have a bunch of bolts and nuts to take care of. So here and here. Back here. 4 more here. Let me not forget to unhook the motor before we go any farther. All right, there we go. Let's get our last nut. Let's go ahead and take this, fold it up a little. Yep, there we go. Fold it up just like that. We got it folded. Pull it out, and there we have it. Now I'm just comparing the new one to the old one. There are some subtle differences. The motor looks a little different, and the hookup is like an extended lead. But everything else looks like it's matching up as it should, almost. Feed her in like this. gonna try to bring it up and hook it to the bracket back here. So we're on right there, move it all the way to the side, put this nut on. This bar here, we're gonna swing that this way and feed those two studs through right there. I'm gonna go ahead and hook our motor up right here, lock that tab in, plug the switch in once again. The reason we're doing this is because in the position of this, it's not lining up with our holes, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we are not matching up. So we're gonna bump the switch here until we get those holes to match up. 1. Let's pop one in right here. But let's keep it loose. We need to be able to move a little bit. Same for there. Now let's bump our motor once again. And there we are. See, we have these two matched up here. We have these matched now, but we were sitting like this. Couldn't see the other two. Don't have your hands up in here when you're using the controller to move your window. You don't want to cut your hand off, okay? We're just gonna bump this back to where it was. We're just gonna bump it until we have everything lined up. Now we do have everything lined up. Let's run the rest of them in. All right, I'm gonna take the tape off now. Let's go ahead and take all this tape off. I'm gonna go ahead and articulate the window all the way down and all the way up to see if it's working properly. It appears to be working as it should. Let's go ahead and press this vapor barrier back on. It should just stick right back on. How adhesive this stuff is, honestly. That stuff is very gooey. It should just stick right back where it was. It's stuck on me. Ugh, come on. Just gonna run my hand down the side here. Make sure it's sticking. Yeah, she's sticking. Make sure that's going through. Let's go ahead and reconnect our lock here for the handle. Press the end of this in, bring your plastic tab up, snap it in place. Two studs out here, run that in. Two 10mm nuts here. Now let's hook our speaker back up. I will not be driving without music. I absolutely do not like driving without music. Only on occasion do I do that, so let's definitely hook that back up. We had our blue on the left side, one over here. Press that back in there like so. We have the 4 screws for our speaker. Boom. 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 Now let's get our door panel back. Take our switch, press it back into the door panel. Kind of just snaps in place like so. Hook up our window. Hook up our lock. Hook up our lock here. Just press it in. Did come out of our panel though, so let's weave that back through. Kind of press that back in. And move it to the side. Now, I'll have you notice there are hooks on the back of your door panel all over the place. Those all slot into here. Every hook has another slot to hook onto. So just try to match those up best you can. Press down, make sure they're all in there. Here's what we're getting stuck on right here. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, baby. Why you being difficult, huh? Why you being difficult? This thing just has to be in the damn way? Seriously? You can't just cooperate with me, please? Come on. Like that, sorta. All right, Maybe took a little finagling with our little lock there, but we're in. We're definitely in there. Start screwing stuff back together. All right. Well, we have a problem. We didn't actually get those bottom hooks in there. Let's try again. Let's do this all over again. Nope, we missed the bottom over here this time. Come on now, talk to me, baby. Nope, now some of our middle ones don't want to go in. It's okay, come on, baby. Come on, why are you being like that, huh? What's going on? Don't be like... How about now? How about now? All right, we got it that time. Seemed a little easier when I hooked the very bottom first, tilted up, fished the latch through the hole, and then leaned it back, pushed the whole thing down. All right, last thing, let's put the handle back in here, which will go like this. We'll go ahead and have our impact into that T40. It also could be a 10 mil, but I had this long reach with so even though this one did start working again, I wanted to go ahead and change it anyway because this is like the third time this has happened to me. And after you give the motor a good little smack, it'll start working again. So if you don't have the money or the time to change this out, but you really need to get your window up at least, give her a little smack on that motor and it should start moving again. But this is like the third time I've had to do that. It starts working again for a couple weeks. Went ahead and changed it out. Really simple to do, guys. Make sure you don't try to take the motor off while this is coiled up on the spring here. This could cause this to fly and kind of cut your hand off, so be careful. I'd just go ahead and replace the whole thing anyway and not just the motor. This is a pretty cheap part. I'll leave a link for it down somewhere. There you have it. That's how you replace your window regulator. This is the passenger side. We are slowly checking off everything wrong with the 3rd gen Dodge. There's going to be quite a few more videos before we're done fixing this thing up though. I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope this helped you guys and have a great day.